spring cleaning. I'm one of those people that I try to get it done as soon as March arrives, but we had a lot going on in our family between sickness and my son's birthday and just a whole mess of crap. So I am finally getting around to it now. And I need to get it done because Florida is about to get ridiculously hot and I like to open the windows, air out the house. So I need to do it now before it turns 100 degrees outside. I'm gonna get started on my living room area and I will share all the tips and tricks that I use just to make spring cleaning a lot easier, faster, because if you've been around my channel for a while, you know that I don't like to spend a lot of time cleaning. I love to do cleaning. I don't like it being my entire life. I prefer to be with my family and my kids doing fun stuff. So I will give plenty of tips and tricks along the way. It'll be easier for me to give all the tips and everything once I'm actually filming and I put you guys on voiceover. But first things first, like I mentioned with the living room, that's where I'm gonna get started for today, and I will venture out around the rest of the house. But first main thing I will always tell you is to top to bottom clean. So I have a ceiling fan in here. I'm going to do the walls, the windows, everything all the way down to the floors, and the floors will be my absolute last thing to clean. And the second thing I will say before I get started, as you can see, my living room is actually clean. It's not dusted clean or like clean like that. It is tidy. I don't have a bunch of my kids' toys or shoes or junk in the way. All that's already been handled, because when I think of spring cleaning, I think of the deeper side of cleaning. I don't wanna be doing normal cleaning and then jump into deep cleaning. That's exhausting, you get burnt out. Just save yourself the trouble, tidy the space before you ever plan on deep cleaning the space. Another thing, have all of the cleaning supplies you think you're going to need in one spot, so you're not going back to the cleaner closet for every single item or extra rags. Just save yourself the trouble, have them in one spot. So I have a multi-surface cleaner and some wipes just in case, glass cleaner, floor cleaner, carpet cleaner, and for like these chairs, that's for all of that. And then magic erasers are a have to, extra microfibers, and then my extended little 6-foot pole. This I absolutely have to have. I figured working on the living room would be the easiest place to show you all the tips and tricks that I want to talk about. First thing you're going to see me do though is take all of the throw blankets and pillows off the couch and any decorations out of my way. And I'm going to wash these throw blankets because they're disgusting and Mako sleeps on them. So they constantly smell like dogs. So I'm washing these a lot more frequently than I should. But if you haven't washed your throw blankets in a while, throw them in the washing machine. Just go ahead and get that out of the way. The ceiling fan I recently did for a TikTok because I was trying out these barnacle filters that go above the ceiling fan. So far, I haven't noticed any major differences, but I'm not going to right away. But I did want to try these out, so I had to go ahead and clean the fan. That's knocked out, but I will still use the 6-foot pole and the Swiffer little pads to do the entire ceiling if there's anything on it, as well as all the walls all the way down. And then try to get behind your TV very well, because if you look back there, it is so dusty. It just collects behind electronics. So that's one of the big spots. If you don't even want to do your walls, definitely make sure to get behind any electronics for all the extra dust and dander that can collect back there. This little TV stand is falling apart and just not doing well, so I'm dusting it down, but I'm not deep cleaning it today because we're still not sure what we're doing with that. But as far as the rest of the walls and the mirror to my left, everything is being done with the Swiffer. And I love the fact that I have this and you could see the results in your hand. Like, look at how much dust and dog hair is just trapped in here. And if I shake it, it's not going anywhere. That is one reason why I am a very, very big fan of this when I'm doing any kind of dusting in my house, because I don't want to be dusting and just pushing it around. I want to actually collect it and get it off my house. When I'm doing these windows, by the way, I'm going to apologize for the shifts in the lighting. It is very, very hard for cameras to focus with natural light. They love it, but they don't love to face it. So let me just get the lighting little thing out of the way. When it comes to the windows, I will use my Sprayway. It is the favorite glass cleaner. I use it all over my house, including my stainless steel. If your windows open like mine are here, do the outside. If not, stick that on your checklist to do when you deep clean outside your home. For the windows, I will usually do the rail as well on the bottom where you lift the windows and open them. I cannot find a certain piece that goes with my steam cleaner, and that's what I love to do with those. So I'm gonna have to go back and do that later when I do the rest of the windows around my house, but you will see that in another video. The one after this one, I will make sure to show a little bit more of the window deep cleaning. As far as deep cleaning the couch, one thing I will say that annoyed me, you can see me vacuuming it here and then it still looks like it's very dirty down there. Almost every single bit of that is white little Mako hairs, and I still can't get them out, and I have lint rolled that black surface and it still isn't coming out. So if you have any recommendations for how to clean that specific bottom part of your couch, please let me know, because I've tried a Chom Chom, a lint roller, and 2 different vacuums, and it still looks like I haven't cleaned down there. But now I'm gonna go through and vacuum each little cushion while it's off, because then I could get all the way around them. While I'm working on these cushions, I want to go over a few more of the tips and tricks. First things first, I planned this day well in advance. I knew this was going to be a deep cleaning day. I don't ever recommend jumping in and being like, ooh, let me go do this deep cleaning project, because if you are not mentally prepared for it, 9 times out of 10, you're going to get burnt out right in the middle of it, and you just don't want to do that. And also, if you don't think that you want to do your entire house in one day, don't do it. Do not even attempt it, whether you see it all over YouTube or TikTok, whatever you see, don't even try it. Do what is realistic for you. If you want to do one room, if you want to do one task in one room, however you want to do your cleaning, deep cleaning, spring cleaning, whatever kind of cleaning you have to do it according to your schedule, your time frame, not somebody else's, because otherwise you're going to get burnt out in the middle of it and you're just not going to want to complete that task. This table does need a thorough deep clean, because if you look in all the little nooks and crannies down there, it gets absolutely disgusting. So I'm going to spray this completely all the way around and then wipe it down. Yes, Gwen was being adorable there, and wipe it down thoroughly. Next little tip I have for you guys, do your organization and your decluttering projects ahead of time if you can. Right now, if I were to open up this little table, because it does open up, everything inside of it has already been decluttered and organized about a week ago. That way I don't have that task on top of all the deep cleaning tasks. That's like when I say tidy first. Anything you can do ahead of time makes it so much easier and faster to rip through these cleaning projects. Because like for me to do this living room from top to bottom, it still took me a couple hours. And yes, I did have to move the camera around and stuff, but it still takes a while. As I'm cleaning right now, what you see, so I can keep up with everything that's happening in the video as well, I am setting up my floor cleaner, which is going to lead me to another little helpful thing. I adore this floor cleaner. It is a floor and upholstery cleaner. I used to have a separate little handheld one, the little green machine. It broke. Well, this thing right here is also by Bissell, and it has the attachment that clips on to the floor cleaner that turns it into an upholstery cleaner. It has been a lifesaver for the light colored chairs in my dining room, my bar stools, my couch, and as well as my throw rugs. Plus, it does amazing on my actual carpeted bedrooms. This machine is just, I cannot speak enough about it. No, none of that is sponsored. It is all just my 100% opinion, and you will see it on my couch and my rug in just a few minutes, because right now the next thing I'm going to work on is actually steam cleaning my entire couch, and it just comes out beautifully every time. I've had this machine, I want to say probably about 2 months now. But the tip that comes along with this machine is, if you can, have products that are multi-functioning, like this one. I'm making one batch of cleaner solution and I'm cleaning my couch and my area rug, and there was a little bit left that I did another rug down the hall. I just didn't film that one, but it is multitasking. I'm able to clean my couch and my rug all with the same solution and same machine, so that does help. For me, I have like a running checklist in my head when I'm cleaning the spaces, just because I've done it so many times. And this is one thing that I do like to do. I love cleaning. So it's kind of like pre-programmed in my head. I know not everyone is like that. And for a while, I've thought about putting together some kind of printables for you guys, like little checklist or even almost blank sheets where you can fill them in, or offer the ones that have my projects filled in. I mean, however you guys, if you want me to do it, I will make the printables and put them up for you guys. And I've thought about doing spring cleaning ones and having it ready for my next video. That way you can clean with me and use the printables and follow along if you want to. And again, that is just one of the things I'm considering. If you guys do actually want it, I will go ahead and figure out how to get the printables to you. I have no idea how that would even work, if it'd be a link in the description box or over on my Instagram. But if you guys want printables, I can totally do that. Like I said, it's just something that goes through my head. I can look at the room and know I've got to do this, do that, do this, do that. But I know when it comes to cleaning, there's a lot of people that it's not second nature to them. They might be really, really good at artist stuff or music, cooking, anything else. Some of the things that come natural to me are cooking and cleaning. So if there's ways I can help make those two tasks easier on somebody else, that's what I do enjoy to do. That's one thing I love about my channel, is having that outlet for my creativity when it comes to the things that I enjoy and my hobbies, of things for my kids or cleaning and cooking and baking and all the fun little holiday treats, but also keeping my channel very realistic and very relatable. That has been a big thing. If someone comments about my channel being a relatable source for them or a realistic place on the internet just full of crazy things, that's just not part of natural everyday life. Not everybody has $7 million mansions. Not everybody has where they're doing a cleaning channel and you actually see real life messes. You see, a kind of mess, and then it gets picked up and you're good to go. I don't want that on my channel. I want mine to feel 100% real life over here. That kind of went into a full-blown rant, but either way, if any of that sounded good to you and you are new and you are watching today's video, I do hope you consider subscribing. If you don't know me by now, my name is Rachel. I'm a mother of 5 out of Florida. I do a lot of homemaking and cleaning content. I love to share good recipes, tips, and tricks when I find them all over the internet, and compile them all right here to make it a one-stop shop with a person that will actually reply to your comments if you comment on my video and actually make you feel like a friend on the internet instead of just a random person. This rug came from At Home, I think 1.5 years ago now. And if you see the spot about 1.5 feet from the couch where it looks completely different and slightly darker patches, that's what this entire rug used to look like. It never used to be this light. The color of the entire rug faded out probably within a good maybe 6 weeks, 8 weeks total of having this rug in our home. It completely faded out. Now, I don't mind. I still think it's very pretty, but it's not very practical with kids and dogs. And look at the color of what came out of just one pass on this area rug with this machine. It is incredible how well it pulls up dirt. And then what I did was went behind it with one container of just clean water to pull even more of the solution and dirty water out of the rug. And it was still about that same color. While the couch and the carpet are drying, I'm going to go around and clean any doors and walls. I'm using the magic eraser for this. But if you really look around your house and look at your walls or your doors or your light switches, you will see areas like that and immediately see crap on them that needs to get cleaned off. And you just kind of go blind to it and you don't pay attention. So you don't see it unless you're looking for it. So I do recommend doing that, especially with your baseboards. I would normally scrub these with my mop as I'm doing the floors, but they were just too bad. It's been a long time. It was at least fall since the last time I did anything with my baseboards. So I took the magic eraser to them. It took a little extra time, but it got them absolutely beautifully clean. But you don't have to do that level. Just get down there and scrub it with your mop when you're scrubbing the floor, and they should come out perfectly fine. Once the couch and everything was dry, then I went ahead and put the dining room table, well, not the dining table, the coffee table, which I always struggle pushing this thing back on its rug because it's really heavy. I keep things inside of it, like my laptop lives in there. But put that back and then put all of the decorations and pillows back. The throw blankets were still in the wash, so that's why you don't see them getting put back on the couch. And then once I get over to my fireplace, I'm gonna go ahead and explain it before you even see the fireplace get into the frame. Mine gets beat up all along the bottom, and I don't understand exactly how this happens. We're not actually kicking it. The dogs aren't hitting it. I don't understand how the wood part gets so bad across the bottom. And like I said, you're going to see it here in just a second to fully know what I'm talking about. Ah, there it is. It's absolutely disgusting. A couple years ago, probably almost a good 4 years ago now, I found these little furniture pens. They're almost like a crayon and a marker for several different colors of wood. I just used the dark brown one, and it's almost a filler for the crayon, and then the marker just kind of colors over. It doesn't make the marks disappear. I will go ahead and say that now. On my black dining room table, it did, but that was a matte black IKEA dining room table, so the crayon did more of a job than on this glossy piece of furniture. So you can still see once I'm done here, putting the crayon in there and you wipe it down with the paper towel, just kind of like get all the excess out, you will still see the marks, but it just won't look as bad, because this thing did look pretty bad. And I'm staring at it across my living room right now as I'm doing the voiceover, and it looks so much better. It's not as much of an eyesore, but if I'm really looking for those marks, it takes nothing to see them. They are still very much there. So I don't want you to think I'm doing a full-blown repair or anything, or that if you've got a big old gash, this is gonna fix it for you. It's not. But if you wanna find these, I found them at either Marshall's or TJ Maxx, and I have seen them there over the years. Moving into the bottom part of the cleaning, which is always the floors, I've already done the rug. I'm avoiding the rug now. I'm just going to do the vacuuming and then scrubbing of the actual tile floor. I bought this little head that attaches to my O-Cedar. It is a scrub head. I'm obsessed with this thing right here. It clips on just like normal. It's not O-Cedar brand. I found it on Amazon. It is linked in the description box. It is fantastic. What we're going to do is scrub the grout with it, as well as scrub the tile themselves, just to get any extra ground off dirt that could be in the grooves. This thing is great. You can clean the showers with it. You can clean all kinds of different things with it. I fell in love with it about 3 or 4 weeks ago, and I use it all the time. I just scrub whatever I need to, pop it off, put my mop head back on, and continue going. And if you've been around my channel for a while, you know if my husband's home, he does not like me doing the floors because I don't get enough like muscle in there. So he took over as soon as he got home from work to do the actual scrubbing part of the grout, and it looks so much better in here. It is not perfect by any means because I only used a floor cleaner in the grout. Now, don't get me wrong. I do have the good stuff that you can put in the grout and clean it up. It smells very, very strong. You need a fully open area, and it can take the color out of anything it touches. I've had this right here, the Zepp Grout Cleaner and Brightener. I've had it stain my stainless steel in my kitchen and leave marks all over it. If you're gonna use it, it works great. Just be very, very careful with that product. And it's a very easy swap, just to put the mop head right back on and go about the business cleaning the tile as you normally would with the regular mop. I love this entire setup. It makes cleaning so much faster, especially in the bathroom. I'll make a little short video soon of doing that. It's amazing. My living room is completely done for spring cleaning, and yes, I only stuck to the living room for this video. I figured it would make it a lot easier going with the tips and tricks. You can actually see what it looks like just for one room instead of me jumping around my house and confusing you. Because if I'm doing my entire main living area, I'm jumping from walls to these cabinets to everything else, and then all of the floors at once, and I didn't want to confuse anybody. So living room only for today, but with plenty of tips and tricks for spring cleaning along the way. I did mention the printables earlier. If you do want those, just let me know and I will make them up real quick, and I will find a way to get them to you guys, or I will link them over on my Instagram somewhere. If y'all want them, just let me know in the comments down below and I will make them, and then we can actually clean together. Because when I do my next round of spring cleaning, I'm filming it all in one go. So it'll be well over an hour's worth of footage that you could put on in the background and legit clean with me. But this is definitely my stopping point for today. I took my time so that way I can thoroughly do it and have time to move the camera and everything. So now it is time to spend all the rest of my evening with my family, dinner, games, the full 9, and enjoy the rest of my night. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed it and like videos like this, I really hope you subscribe. Stick around, thumbs up, all that, and I will see you in my next video. Bye guys!